In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Google Sheets to create a graph. So what I've done here is I've already obviously gone into my Google Drive and I've clicked on New and I've made a new Sheets document. And I've also made a bit of a table here, as you can see, and I've added some data into it. So what you can see from my table here is that I've tallied up the results of running a program 10 times and then 20 times. So what I want to look at first of all is how we're going to make this cumulative graph. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to highlight over here in Google Sheets here. I've highlighted the A, B, C and D here, and also the number of times in the table here that's occurred. And so I'm going to come across over to here to this little icon here which says Insert a Chart. I'm going to click on that and Google will go away and create a chart for me very quickly. And we can see that we have got opportunity here to put some information in. So we go to Legend and we can fiddle about here and make things or however we want to make them look like. I'm not going to bother at the moment because we haven't got much time, but we can look at this and we can see that this graph represents here A, B, C and D. A obviously is 0, B, C and D. And so I'm just going to put this over here for one moment. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing again, but this time I'm going to highlight both columns and click on Create a Chart. And what we can see now is very quickly we can begin to get a comparison between the two charts. And we can see what's going on here. And again, we can actually line these up and compare them next to each other. And if we had a third set and a fourth set, we could repeat that process so that we would have values next to them. So what we can look at here is what we can do here, chart axis and titles. Let's click on here. So the vertical axis title is whoops. There we go, so I've given the vertical axis here, and I could also do that over here as well. And this one was obviously for 10 times. And obviously you can do things like this. You can change the color of these things if you want to, and you can come into here and you can change the color. But you know, when you're changing the value, you'll change the value for all of them. But that's obviously, if you don't like red and blue, you can choose something else and change those. And what I want you to do by the end of this is to create 4 graphs that you can put on the page that eventually you are going to take a screenshot for. Now, just to remind you how to take a screenshot, on a Mac, on a computer, you use Command and Shift and 4, and you get this little crosshairs going up here, and I'm going to screenshot the entire work area here, and what's going grey is the area that I'm going to copy. So I'm going to copy that, and you hear the camera shutter going off. Obviously, if you're doing this on an iPad, then it's the power and the home button to create a screenshot, and it's likely that you're going to have to take individual pictures of your graphs. But that very quickly is how to create charts from basic data in a Google Sheets spreadsheet.